you're 25 years old, you're living with your grandparents. Don't be mad at me because my family cares and loves me enough to know the economy sucks and loves me and cares enough that I can stay home and still cater to the household and help out the household, and they won't kick me out because they still. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, the girl Teanna was aka favorite auntie, and today we're going to be doing our makeup and having like a life update because yeah, I know I'm probably gonna answer some questions that I already know that people have been asking me, and people keep saying, oh, you moved fully, da da da, congratulations, but I moved, but not fully, but we'll get into that. If you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe. We do a variety of things: fashion, lifestyle, which is vlogs, and advice. If you like those things, then you can subscribe to this channel. It's free. Get to know me, get to know you. So let's hop right into this video. Moving to like a suburb area, especially a rural area, like that really freaked me out a lot of the time. But if you know, I'm very close to my grandparents, and they always, well, my grandfather always talked about moving. My grandma, she's more of like, she likes the city because she can get up and go wherever she needs to go, right? So they even talk about moving for mad long. They even thought about Jersey, Pennsylvania, all these places, but then Delaware ended up coming into play early once Papa retired from work or whatever. So yeah, that came into play. But when I was in college, I think they were going to see houses back then, but I wasn't too sure. I'm gonna go with Huda Beauty as the foundation for today. So yeah, this oxidizes. It's really like thick, so you gotta take your time with this because it's extremely thick. It's not my favorite foundation, but I do like it. Oh my god, I feel like I look orange. I wait for it to oxidize. I promise I was gonna oxidize. I promise it's going to oxidize. So my biggest concern with moving was like, okay, what is the neighborhood gonna look like? Is it gonna be people who look like me? I want the neighborhood to be diverse, so you feel a little bit more comfortable seeing Hispanic, you see blacks, you see everybody. It's a little bit more comfortable when there's a very nice diversity. And before, that was really my main concern. Like, I did not want to be in a neighborhood where it's predominantly white, and then like my family's a black family, and we gotta worry about this, that, and third. Did not want that at all. For the most part, the neighborhood is very diverse, which I actually do like. Thank God, because that was really my main concern. This is the Sephora Best Concealer Ever. Gonna go with some of this. So when they started the house like probably like in July or whatever. And that was great, whatever, getting out here. And I haven't been back here since I went to Anguillan. So now we're here. And I am actually loving this. I'm loving the suburban vibe that it gives. I'm loving the fact that it's just outside is just so beautiful. The air feels different. Oh god, the air feels 10 times different from New York air. If you're from NYC, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So honestly, with the change is really good. I feel like for me, honestly, because I'm a city girl up and through. Like I told my my coworker, like, you could take me out of New York, but you can't take the New York out of me, okay? Because one thing about me, two things for certain, I'm very observant, very cautious. But enough about that. Let's really get into the moving factor. So I purchased my bed and everything once everything was settled in. I'll show you my room after. But I purchased my bed and everything once everything was settled in and everything was built, and they signed for the house. And now with my moving factor, I moved in, but I'm not fully moved in. Like, I'm not gonna fully be here. I'm gonna be back and forth in New York because I'm currently still working in New York. And secondly, your girl don't got her license. So yeah, your girl don't have her license, and I'm really pushing for that because with the field that I'm going into, I need to have my license. So I'm really pushing for that. I was so scared to drive because I'm so worried about, like, I have anxiety because I feel like when you drive, you have to worry about everybody else on the road and yourself. I have to trust that everybody on the road is doing their job correctly. I have to trust that you're driving like with caution. Like, I have to trust that, and that scares me for driving. So yeah, but I've been doing my driving classes. They've been pretty good, and my test is going to be, my road test is going to be on Wednesday, so we're going to see what happens with that. Keep your fingers crossed, yes. But also, out here until I get a car. I have to be able to get my car, because out here this is really like you have to drive like, you know, NTA, ain't no public transportation, ain't none of that. So it's like I don't want to say culture shock, but like it's like a, I guess you could say culture shock, because I'm not from these neck of the woods, but I am now. So yeah, I guess it's like a culture shock, but I love the vibe. It's just like, and I don't know if it's because I'm in New York City where like I feel like I can just do, I don't know, in New York I feel like I'm more lazy, I don't want to do stuff. But here, girl, I take Mel for walks here and there. We don't go on a walk every day. We've been going on a walk every single day. And plus, she don't even like walking like that. But here, it's fine. I can trust her outside. She doesn't like literally get scared outside, because she has to say, where she's very, very timid and shy and scared of the, like, hearing cars, hearing bikes. She's scared of those things. She has anxiety. So it's really hard in the city taking her outside and having her walk by herself. But here it's like, I don't have to worry about that. She can walk on herself freely and I don't have to worry about nothing. And I think that's a big transition for me and her. And I think she enjoys it here. She loves it here. But she can just walk outside, poop anywhere. But she's very like strategic with her poop. And it's just giving off the vibe that I wanted to give. I've been in the city all my life, so 25 years of being a New York City gal. Still gonna be from New York, period. But now that I'm transitioning to here, it feels a little bit different. The transition is a little bit hard as far as like being a late bloomer with my license. So I'm trying to give myself a certain time period to get all those things done. But also I'm trying to not give myself a time period, because I've learned that when I do those things and try to give myself a time period, they don't get done as fast as I want them to. So I'm also learning not to do that. Don't put a timestamp on everything, because when you put a timestamp on everything, sometimes you're like, okay, maybe if I don't have this, I won't be able to do it. Like I end up pushing it back and I start overthinking. So that's another factor that I'm trying to stay clear away from. I don't want to be doing it too much. Well, yeah, it's nice. Everything is driving distance, so I'm really like, yeah. And one thing about me with this visual, I don't like to wait on people at all. But it's gonna be a little different for me, because I'm such a city girl, like. But I'm actually excited for this experience. I feel like it's gonna allow me to do more of my content. I feel like it's gonna allow me to have my own space. And the thing too, honestly, like, if you, then I want to blow this in here. I'm blowing hair. If you watched the vlog that I did on TikTok, I actually shared something that's very, very dear to me. Like, I haven't had my own room since I was in middle school. So me having my own room, having my own space, I feel like it allows me to be more creative. It allows me to decorate the room how I want to decorate the room. Just having my own space is just a new thing for me right now. But granted, yes, when I was living, at my mom's place, I still do have my own space. It's just a matter of like a living room. It's a 1-bedroom, so it's a living room and her room. So I'm in the living room, and yes, I do have my own space because she be in her room. But still, it's different when you have your own room and you're just in your own element. You can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. You don't gotta make sure everything is tidy and neat when you don't want to. You get up and do everything at your own pace. So yeah. Yeah, but honestly, a lot of people in New York City do not have their own room. A lot of people in New York do not. Like, especially if you have multiple kids, single mothers, stuff like that, a lot of people don't. So that was always something that I was like, I want my own room. I can't wait to have my own room. It's just something that I always thought about. That's why, honestly, too, like, I was low-key when I got the apartment, I kind of wanted to move out a little bit more, because I was just like, I need more space. I'm 25 years old, I need more space. Granted, for the people who are going to be like, oh, you're 25 years old, you're living with your grandparents, don't be mad at me, because my family cares and loves me enough to know the economy sucks, and loves me and cares enough that I can stay home and still cater to the household and help out the household, and they won't kick me out, because they still understand that the economy sucks, they love me, and they know that I'm still growing. To my grandparents, I'm still their granddaughter, period, and we're close like this. Yeah. For the people in the back who have so much to say, because people really be talking mad smack about, oh, you live with your parents, you live home. Bitch, and what? you're mad because your parents take you out. That's not my problem. I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's not my issue. So don't be mad at me because I'm not you. Yeah, point blank period. I said it wrong uncut because that really pisses me off. Like, not everybody's able to move out at a certain time period. And I'm fortunate enough to come from a household where my family for each other, and I grew up with love, and that's just not how my grandparents or my mom roll. That's not how my family rolls. So yeah, kudos to that. That's why I thank God every day for the family that I have, because if I didn't have to have a family, I could have been dealt a whole different card. So I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, and yeah, so that's where we are right now. And being here has like really forced me to have like a nice routine. And I can't wait to see what more has in store. Don't know what the city area looks like because I think we're like an hour and change, or maybe 2 hours away from Wilmington. I'm not, so yeah, we're kind of further from Wilmington, so I don't know what that actually looks like yet, but a little browse around and stuff like that at some point when my mom come back, because I'm back tomorrow to go back to the city because I gotta go back to this job that I am so sick and tired of. But yeah, so oh, my hair looks great. What? But yeah, so for everybody like, oh girl, you moved, you're not coming to New York. I am still in New York. I am still in New York. Trust me. I will fully let y'all know when I'm out of New York, because I'm trying to get my license to get in my field and start my life how I need to start it. And honestly, the rate that apartments are, because I told myself I'm only gonna live with my grandparents. I have to be out of here before I'm 30. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm being here while I'm 30. That's just something I'm setting for myself. So by the time I get into my field and hopefully I am able to afford my own home, I'm gonna go to the same company and get my own home. But it's probably gonna be a townhouse because it's just me and Mel. Yeah, it's just me and Melon. So I got goals and aspiration things that I'm trying to get to, but I'm also remembering Teanna, to take your time, take your pace. This is your story, this is your life. Nobody can take anything away from you. This is your experience. You're growing, and as you grow, you will succeed. So that's all I'm doing right now in life, and I'm kind of happy where I am right now. Before I used to be like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, but it's getting better and better. Because look at me now. I did not expect this. This was a big transition, and I'm happy about this big transition, and I can't wait to see what else God has in store. I think of every single day. I be talking to God like, God, I want to say thank you for getting me through times that I didn't even understand at that point, but I had to go through it to understand that there's a little bit more that needed to be done. I needed to understand the situation a little bit more. Like, for example, if you're new to this channel, I had an abortion last year. It was last year? Yes. Wait, I'm 25. Yes, it was last year. If you're new to this channel, I had an abortion last year, and that literally put me into a black hole. The way I felt, I couldn't even express it. Like, I never felt so alone, so cold, so distant, so empty. So that was an experience that was very traumatic for me. Currently still in therapy. It's working out, and I'm grateful that I decided to choose myself, even though it was a lot of factors that were playing, but I decided to choose myself. And now hopefully as time progresses and time goes forward, I'll be able to give my future child or children the future that they deserve, the life that I want them to have that I didn't have. So yeah, now I'm not getting teary up in this motherfucker. We do not cry. We are emotional gangsters, but we don't cry on camera. And fan it out. But yeah, but bye. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm about to go do some content. So that was my life update, girls and gals and guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.